Hello everyone, welcome. What I was doing yesterday, I just make a small resume about what I was doing yesterday. I was just working on the lots for the props. So I was just creating a few variations for tables, chairs, and even also with wood that I have here. So I was just creating for all of them. I was creating the lots that I was just missing, and still I'm missing a few of them. So maybe one thing is just trying to find or figure out which one is still missing the lot and complete this one, which is a bit tedious. So just the idea is maybe doing a few of them and not really spending the whole streaming during those loads, because it's just a bit boring. So I will just try to find which one are missing. I think this one is missing. No, not this one. Okay, just trying to find a few of them. There are not a lot of them already because I was just working a few times, iterating on it. So most of them are already done, but maybe there are still something that we can just complete to improve a bit about the performance, overall performance level. So this is one thing that I would like to do. Another one that I want to do is for today is that I have found note that we can be helping with the blueprint, the one that is I can just remove those timelines that I have moving the components, for example for the doors, windows and things like that. So I will just try to create a new one and modify a bit of the code. For that, what I'm doing is maybe I will use this one, this chest that I'm using here that already does animation. So this is quite simple. The only thing that I'm doing is just moving this small chest, so it's just showing you during the gameplay. That's something simple. So you can see this small animation with the sound, and what I'm planning to do is just replace this one with a new node that we don't need to create this timeline and the delays and things like that, which is simple. You have here the timeline. So for that, what I have is this small one that I'm using for both of the cases. So in that case, it's just going to play from the start or to the end. And this is the number that I'm using. So this is the degrees that I'm just moving, and then moving to this rotation. So for that, what I'm trying to do is just for this one is move component 2. And with this node, I can just remove everything that I have here. So just for testing, I will just try to do this. I mean this option here, and replace this code to put so display sound allocation. So this timeline that I'm doing here, I will just remove. So for that, what I'm doing is trying to replace with this, and in that case it's just reverse here and also here. So in case I'm just moving, what I need to do probably is just saying the rotation that I have already. So what I'm doing, the first thing is just taking this top and take the current rotation. So get relative rotation, I think. Well, it's fine. Just doesn't matter if this is relative rotation or no, but this is this one. So we take this one in case that is just going to be well the relative rotation locations. This is the one that we need to modify, but the only thing that we need to do is just this minus 25. So for that, we need to find here the rotation that we need to do. For example, you see here that this is 350 seconds for that. So I'm just duplicating here, say, so the time is duration of the interpolation. So I'm just duplicating what I have. This is shortest rotation just in case, but that's fine. And this is the rotation that we have right now, and this is what we need to do is combine rotations, which is a custom node. So this one is just coming from a function here. This is okay. This is from C++. I was just trying to show you this one, but it's not possible. Zombies. Спасибо большое, Алекс. На фоллоу. Я не знаю, почему у тебя нет зомби. Будет. Не переживай. Привет раз. Но если тебе вопрос, кто-нибудь, конечно, легко. Вот. Сейчас да. Сейчас у тебя зомби. Конечно. Если тебе вопрос, хочешь, не знаю, что-нибудь надо, спроси так на русском, я объясню. Split. Select. А если нет, я спокойно работаю. Так и делаю. Ай, ну да. So what I'm trying to do is just replace this timeline that I have here with this move component 2. So I'm just trying to replicate everything that I have here. Also here for that, what I need to do is just this play from start on reverse. It's the same like having like this minus 20. Ну и хорошо. Так, если хочешь, не знаю, так про, не знаю, проект и так далее, все могу объяснить, если не видел, не знали. Тоже ты знаешь, это сайт, YouTube, Twitter, фотографии и так далее. Ну все могу, конечно, объяснить, если хочешь. Легко, без проблем. Я просто хочу сделать это, который сейчас учил, и хочу это тоже пробовать, поменять, будет удобнее. Делать маленький, потому что здесь видите, так очень маленький, мне надо поменять миллион. Ну вот, поэтому. Как это сейчас хочу делать? Это минус 25, 25. So that's my final in and out and return. What is this doing? Move, stop, return. Okay. So this one is going to move. That's obviously is going to move, and this is also going to move. Well, what I want to do is both of them are selecting this minus 25 and both of them are selecting this plus 25, and after that just going. So for that, what I need to have is a kind of condition from this and that. So this is not, I'm not sure. How to take this? Okay, that's the condition is visible. This is top. No, this is true, and also the event is coming from this point. So what I need is, okay, selecting this select is coming from this or that. How to change this one for from the execution. Because I can do this select from any other thing like byte boolean and things like that, but I would like to take from this execution. So in that case it's going this minus 25, otherwise it's just using plus 25. Well, what I can do is just creating here variable, which is not exactly what I want. Okay, I can just create like degrees, and this one could be even an option. This float, which will be minus 25 by default. Hello. Okay, finally. Minus 25. So in case that is coming from this one, should be directly going to this move, and this is also going to this move. And what we need here is well, not really, it's quite simple. This is something that was working already. Welcome. The only thing that I have found in the streaming another guy is this move component 2, which is just kind of replacing for this timeline that I have here. So I'm just trying to replace this code, these 4 nodes, with this one. So what I need to do is exactly the same on them. So for that it's just moving here, but the condition that they have here, like from reverse, it's coming here from different values on that point. So what I need to do is probably is taking these degrees or things like that, just to try to have different rotation for this one. And what I'm trying to do is from this execution taking a condition. So for that, let's say this is the one that's coming. But the thing is, I don't remember how I can do like kind of select from execution. So maybe let me see about maybe someone have some idea on internet. Yeah, someone was asking exactly the same question that I have here. Yeah, people is just using the macro for that, so just in case that this is coming from this one, some branch, otherwise it's going another branch. So that's something that I don't want to do that. So the thing is, just coming from this one is also going there. So what I need to do is here, these degrees, for example, you have here the degree that we need to use, you know. In that case, we need to do is from this branch, let's move a bit things. So okay, if you are coming from this close event, what we need to do for degrees, or let's say the rotator that you are using here, these degrees or minus degrees in that case. So I have here the condition for that I can use, because both of the cases are going on the same direction, and also here is exactly the same. So with it's coming here, it's not only about visible or not, this is completely different, no reason, but the thing is here from event I can choose which one I'm using. So I think that the easier way will be like degrees to rotate, and this one is hiding. So what I need to do is set here and just setting the degrees that you have been using as parameter here. Just something simple. Of course I don't want to have a lot of variables, but in that case I think the easiest way, so this is set, and in that case what we need to do is the opposite one. So this is degrees and multiply by float, which is -1, and that's going here. So after that we have this value ready, so we can use these degrees to rotate here. I was missing today this streaming also. I was just busy talking with another guy in another streaming, also interesting. So this Alex guy was there, and I was talking with this guy. It was interesting. I was just missing this one, this streaming. But yeah, they are modeling there. Maybe if you are just planning to do like gameplay, things like that, so maybe it could be interesting to have this instead of just modeling. So let's say we are going on this way, so this one is not working already. Oops, yeah, let's duplicate this. This is our component. So more or less this one should be working exactly the same. So let's see how it goes. Takes long to compile, maybe because I have a few instances already in the map. So if you have any question about blueprints, code, or gameplay, or anything, just let me know. You know, if nobody's just asking, I'm just continue doing things, completing things. Oops. I see. Broken. I think the problem is just here. That's the one that I need to use this X and not the Z. that was my fault. But since more or less working, also the sound is fine, everything's fine. Oops. Yeah, it's just more or less working. That the only thing that is not keeping is the relative rotation. So its relative rotation needs to be combined. Okay. I forgot this because it's just from 0, but this need to be get location, relative location, and this is going here just not to modify at all. So in that case, it's just not modifying. Otherwise, as you see, it's just jumping from the current location to 0. It's just breaking everything. So let's see. Okay, so that's working. We can remove this timeline, which is exactly the same code, but I mean, since more simple, keeping this one. And for that, what I do is create a new node here, reroute node, and all of them will be here, just to remove a lot of arrows. So this one is coming from this point, and then it's coming here, and this is the one that I'm moving, and also this. So yeah, that's something more simple that I was just planning to do. This. Okay. Move it. Okay, so it works exactly the same way. Just I think it's simple than creating those timelines. I think. And it's also simple. The only thing I need to create is variable that I like much creating variables here on the event graph just for I don't know code that I'm doing. So that's why. Okay. It's taking really long to compile, and also we have problems as usual with the RAM for compiling, so it's almost empty. Okay, so yeah, this is working, and let's try to take one of them. I don't know where we have. Here we have one. This. So since working, I should be working for all of them. I think I have also here another one. Yes. So I can just replace few of them in the future. For example, this one for the windows or the doors. I can just replace this one without this timeline. Could be easier, I think. Or for example those windows, but the doors are, I think all of them are like a base door, or also this one I think it's base door. So replacing the base class, what is the door? Seats door, yeah, door base BP. So just replacing one of them, I will be replacing everything that I have. For example, this one door, this one also. I think all of them are also based on this base door, and for example this small one is also door. So changing one of them, I think that I will change all of them, but I don't want to do that. This takes a bit longer for just compiling, and I have a lot of instance and blueprints and components and things like that. So I'm afraid that it will be crashing or something. So any suggestion about anything that you want to see? Alex, хочете смотреть что-нибудь, не знаю, вопрос, если первый раз идете на проект, может быть, хочете еще что-нибудь смотреть, узнать? G42, ¿quieres alguna cosa en especial ver hoy o no sé, que hagamos algo de, no sé, de blueprint o gameplay o alguna cosa? Me lo comentas. Porque ahora mismo tampoco tengo mucho plan y seguramente esté buscando, voy a hacer algunas cosas pequeñas por el mapa, o sea que si tienes alguna idea me lo dices. I will try to find objects that doesn't have lots, so I can just fix them like this. It has, but I think we have a problem with this one about the lining. I don't like much. For example, as you see here, it's a bit dark, and I think the problem is related to how the smooth faces have been done. Even using a big one, because you see 64 is a lot for this one, it's just not working well. So I think I will just fix the faces here in a while. So this is basket round. Let me open just Blender. That's going slow. Probably I will restart the editor in the time that I'm doing this model, because it's going really slow, and the whole computer is going slow. What is this basket rounded? Here, okay. So yeah, I will just save everything and close this one and reopen on the time that I'm doing this Blender. As you see, even opening Blender is taking really long, so the computer is almost dying as usual. Okay, close this, keep this. Okay, start display keys. And well, the first thing that I need to do is I need this. Well, I need this. Sorry. Text. Okay. So I have this lot group with a few of them. So what I'm doing is just fixing, even I have lots already, but I think the problem is about the smooth faces for that. Probably what I was doing is just creating only a few smooth faces. For example, here you see that some of them could be smooth. What I'm doing is just all of them are smooth, but I'm using this auto smooth to just limit this one, which is maybe too much. 45, what's happening here? 60. I think that's the main problem, that even 90 or 100. Yeah, as you see, for example, here is something already that is not going well, and this is just better to keep this one as, for example, 60, and then you don't have this problem with face. Well, I have here one that is a bit strange. Maybe it is, or the opposite one. We need to do something smaller. Okay, so I think it's better like that, and probably we need to do the same with the next loads. So smooth everything, but keeping this one as 45. So that's fine. Well, in that case I think we need to use bigger, as you see here. It's not enough because we have less geometry, and here of course need to be maybe 75, yeah, something like that. Even you have here a problem, so let's try 90. Okay, oops, but then we are losing the button that I'm going to have. Anyway, let's try 90, but create a few faces that are not smooth but flat. So let's try to do this flat, and of course all of them flat. There's not a big problem. Oops, what is this? I forgot this. Yes. So this one should work better because I have this problem with other models, and the problem was like that. I was just using or just creating a few faces smooth, but not using this auto smooth, and for some reason it's not working well. And I have strange things with the lining, like darker areas or things like that. So I'm just trying to fix models that I have or having problems. So this is one export. Let me see if this is still opening. Okay, 95, not far, because I was just restarting. Close this one, this one. Just well, should be opening fast. Oops. Wait. That's fine. Because I'm not doing so accurate proxy, just a box is fine. I don't care. Even you don't have jump in the game, so stupid just jumping over cubes, even if it's not enough, because maybe it's like 30 centimeter or it's around 30 centimeters, so probably the player can walk over this. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, let me close also this. So as you see, it's a few problems with the lining. Even have a big, as you see here, it's a bit dark, something strange. And for example, inside, depending of which distance are you going, sometimes you have also strange things with the lining, which should be not like that, and that's the reason. So let's re-import. Well, what I can do is just using here, just in case that props I have moved from another place. So where is this? Here. So just re-import, and should be just changing the original file that we are using. Just to be sure that everything is going well, we need to use this combine mesh, import load mesh. Now we do this re-import, and I will change also the resolution for the live map. That is something really small, so we don't need this big one. So this is 16, and also even during the different loads I will just keep maybe this one 16 also, but the last one will be just 8, which are a few boxes, so it makes no sense. And let's check about the loads. Oops. As you see, they are completely the opposite one, so it needs to be opposite one here. So what I'm doing is just removing this parent and then reparenting again, and should be going on the way that it should be. And then parenting here, also this one parenting, and that's the last one. Group, select them, export, and report. Okay, so now should be working fine. 400, 140, that's fine. Even if we have now just doing that, as you see, have been moved a bit, but also the light mask information, that information about the light is taking the last one. So if I'm just rebuilding or rebaking all the light, should be just fixing this one. I'm not doing on during the stream because of course it takes time and a lot of RAM, so I'm not doing, but should be just fixing the problem that we have here. So because I did a few times, I know that the problem is this, and can be fixed. So let's try to find another one that is not having loads. I think this one, but the problem is to have 90, and if you check about the wireframe, you see that maybe you can just remove like 3 triangles, not much, which is almost impossible. Let me just hide the floor environment. Okay, so you can see that this is just almost nothing to do, you know, like this and this and this. So for 3 triangles makes no sense just to spend time on it, and just, I don't know, spend time on creating a new load for almost nothing, for just 3 triangles. So there are a few things that they don't have at all. I'm not planning to do. What about this? Yeah. Okay, maybe the easiest way is just trying to see the loads here. The one missing, I know, is this one. That one is also missing, but they have those closed, that it takes a bit more time just to try to have a nice surface, so I'm just trying to avoid this. But as you can see, more or less are done, except this one, for example. So yeah, that's the only one. The tables with clothes, and well, this one is missing, I think. No, not the guy, but the table mess. Yeah, and the problem is exactly saying it's 100, and there's not much to do. Well, in that case, we can reduce like 50%, I think. So let me see this one. Where is? Okay, this is old one. Perhaps here. What is the name of this one? Table 2. Okay, models, furniture, tables, table 2. But that's just, I see, because I think I did all of them together. So you see here the table, and this is with clothes and everything like that, and you have different clothes probably with yeah, cage. Yeah, see that you have different clothes for this one. That's why I was not creating a single mess for this one, but I think in that case we could remove a bit of them, but anyway, I will do later. Buenos días, Robert. Pues todavía no he puesto zombies, pero los voy a poner muy pronto. Ayer justo empecé a hacer el streaming por la tarde, a las 9, y a las 9:01 me llega la notificación que habíais empezado vosotros. Así que nada, porque estuve esperando el viernes. ¿Te acuerdas que te pregunté si el viernes hacíais streaming? Pero bueno, al final no hiciste, creo. Y el domingo coincidió justo que empecé yo y empezaste tú. Así que nada, no estuve. Y cuando ya terminé, pues ya estaba más dormido que otra cosa. Ok. bucket big. Ok. Bueno, el próximo miércoles, ¿no? Model props bucket big. Oh. Okay. Al miércoles. Bueno, de todos modos tengo las notificaciones. Porque como tengo muy pocos suscriptores, o sea, como tengo poca gente suscrita, las tengo todas las notificaciones, así lo veo. Hay gente que sé que tiene 1000, no me puedo imaginar, las tendrán bloqueadas porque si no, no pueden ver 1000. ¿Por qué? So, I have here a few lots, but for some reason, yeah, I have a few lots, and for some reason here I don't have those lots loaded, so I have only one. So let's save this. FBX, only selected, face, export. Yeah, this is collision, mesh load, everything like that. Reimport. Okay. And the same problem as usual, but they are being completely opposite. Okay. So just reparenting is our problem. The strange that I have already this model, and for some reason I was not importing them. Okay, so parent, remove parenting. Robert, si tienes alguna pregunta de lots, o te acuerdas que lo estuvimos viendo la otra vez con los modelos, las distancias o algo así, si has estado probando alguna cosa o te quedaron preguntas o después de haberlo intentado tú salieron preguntas, pues me lo dices, porque estoy haciendo ahora mismo eso, no me cuesta y lo tengo abierto, se puede ver y todo. O sea que... Import. Okay. But it's just going well. That the only problem is the distance, that they are not well adjusted. Pretty sure that we need to change as usual the... Oh, this is fine. This is 16. So in that case, for the load base will be this, and I will also use 16 and maybe 8 for the last one. This is also a small thing. Almost square, so you are not expecting to have problems with the lining. What we need to change also is the auto compute distance. So for that we will have, let's say lot 1 will be, I don't know, 1.3, and this one is really small, so something like 1.1. Let me see now. So this is 0. This is jumping the 1. Well, maybe it's a bit too close. It's too close for that. And that's fine. The last one is fine. Well, I can just increase a bit, but definitely this is too close. So we can try to do something like that. 0.075. No te preocupes, yo sigo haciéndolo. Cuando puedas te pasas por aquí. Si tienes alguna pregunta, te perdiste algo, me lo dices. Si no, sabes que siempre pongo luego los streaming en YouTube. Si es que te perdiste algo que te interesaba, puedes en cualquier momento pasarte. Lo que pasa es que YouTube menos interesante porque ya no hay preguntas, ¿no? Pero vamos, puedes sin problema. Me las preguntas al día siguiente, vamos. Ok. Just being here, you are trying to change the distance for this load, and since that is really, you know, jumping, you can see them. But of course, if you are just going here with a lot of things around, it's much harder to notify this changing, this jumping. well, it's a bit, and also I'm moving so fast that you are just walking with the player, you cannot move so fast. So this is just going with I have also this digital loads, so they're just merging between them. If you check for example here with the loads, you will see that changing to white to red is just going partly. Let me try to find this. Well, as you see, it's just merging both of them, but not just replacing. So in the end you can see that it's a better transition. As you see here, we have lost the illumination for that, but that's fine because both of them are the same. But yeah, I have lost those information. That's fine. So save this, and we don't need this. Save quit. Well, it's a bit tedious. I mean, I prefer to do that with every single, I don't know, I can just check about the edges that I can remove just to try to keep the silhouette with them. I can just remove which one is hard to see. For example, in that case, you are having here the inner part, you can almost remove everything because just walking it's almost impossible to see inside. Even if you are, I don't know, just in a castle or things like that, it's already far, so it's almost impossible to see that is jumping being inside. But for that, usually what people is also doing, which is very useful, is using here you have you can create reduction settings, so you can manually say which one you want to remove, and for example the silhouette you can just try to keep, you know, texture, shading and things like that. So you have few options here that you can modify to create manually the loads, but they're not breaking the mesh, so at any time you can just change them and are being applied from the original mesh that you have. So this is a good idea to have this one, that you can just with some values you can define on the engine all the mesh that you want. I've never used this one, and I'm doing manually. It's just up to you if it's faster for you doing here, or just up to you if you have better control over them, or just that's fine and you don't take much care about this. And for that you have this project setting, I think, or editor settings. I think editor setting comes no, sorry, this is editor setting, I think, editor preference. So here you can choose between you have this Simplygon, and the thing is just the, I think it's plugins, or I don't know, Cure Content Browser, Blueprint. If I can find this one, of course, performance. No. Simply Worm. No, not this one. I cannot find right now. You have the option to use this quadratic or using Simplygon. At the moment I cannot find this. I don't remember what's this. Simplygon. Let me try to find, because I would like just to show this one as an option, but I don't remember what is this. It was some time ago, so I mean it's not something new from this version, but I don't remember what is this at the moment. Maybe load here, load, something like that. Oh. Okay, load. Level loads, load, static mesh editor. Wait. Yes, I don't remember where's this one that I'm trying to change. Level editor, static mesh editor. That's keyboards that are not the one that I'm losing. Trying to find. Simplygon. This is also not the one that I want. And maybe it's because I don't remember this project settings, or because in the past it was plugin but it's not anymore. So maybe loads here, engine rendering maybe. So engine rendering, no, not this one. Okay, I cannot find where is this right now, sorry, but you can change which method you want to use here. So I don't remember. So you can change here for this one, for example, using this simplygon or using another one. It is just quadratic distance, things like that. So if this is working fine for you, that's fine. You know, you can just do that and do faster. For all your loads, you don't need to go to the editor and then modifying from, for example, Blender or 3D Studio, and then importing again and then readjusting a few things. So you can just modify here. If it's not going well, you can just change in parameters, and that's all. You don't really need to use the DDC tool. So this is quite good to have, but I'm not using. So maybe if someone is using, I think Duraido here is using. Let me see. Is it here? Not sure. Yes, Duraido. He's using. He's also Spanish, and this is coming from. This is Robert from the chat. You said this 3D2 entertainment. So he's using this method. I'm using Blender to change all of them, which is tedious, but I have more control, so that's fine. That's fine, Robert, because this guy was checking about the option to do the loads manually, or that's fine. That's why I'm just adding this one. Not sure if you have microphone in this one. Can you hear me, Robert? Okay, because I think you have mute this one, you know, and that's why I'm just doing that. Robert, este chico que está escribiéndote, que te ha escrito el siguiente, G42 Human, también lo está haciendo, y estábamos viendo ahora el tema de los lots, que hacerlo manual, o hacerlo manual con Blender, o hacerlo con el con este. Y estábamos también buscando, porque hay una opción en la que tú puedes elegir simplygon o puedes usar quadratic, distancia cuadrática, pero no soy capaz de encontrarlo ni en el editor preference ni en el project setting. No lo sé dónde está, pero se puede cambiar. Entonces, bueno, yo esto no lo he usado, pero tú sí lo has usado. Entonces, si quieres hablar con él, también es un chico español, puedes hablar con él, y no sé si tiene alguna pregunta, porque yo no puedo responder nada de ese tema porque no lo he usado nunca. Sé que está y veo cómo funciona, pero no lo he usado. No sé si va bien, mal, hay problemas, algún truco que tengas que usar, no lo sé. Por eso, si quieres, entre vosotros dos podéis hablar de eso, porque yo te puedo explicar lo que uso, que es Blender, pero no ese. Por eso te había citado aquí en el chat, Robert. This one, we don't have either for this one. A lot, and that's a lot. Props, card, mark card. I'm trying to find where do I have this card. Card 2, card 3. I think that I have all of them together, because I was doing only one single streaming. I was doing all of them, and probably I did all of them on the same. Él conoce ya el streaming y también estaba allí y suele estar, o sea que quiero decir, no hace falta pasar los links ni nada, porque ya sabe cuál es. Card 2, card 3. Okay, that's the one that I'm just trying to do. Whew. Combine 3 or UBX combine. Let me just remove all the proxies, everything like that, and should be even not this or not the metal is not combined. Yeah, so that's the one that I need to do. It's just merging all of them. And what about this? Could I just remove a lot of them or just a few of them? Well, not much. It's almost square. The only thing that I can reduce is probably the wheels, and I should just introduce a bit more variation on it. So it's something that is not the right thing to do during the stream. So yes, quit. So I will try to find another one. This one. I think for this model we have the same problem with the lining. Let me check. Where do I have this basket? Basket. But I probably did already. So, do I have auto smooth? Yeah, I have already auto smooth, so I did already for this. And more or less I cannot find items that I have now without dots, so I think I will move to another thing. You can see here is already that's everything is done. So I will go to this place that I'm still trying to create a new gameplay area, so I will just try to clean a bit here. The first thing I will just delete the trees. We can close this. I will delete the trees. Well, this I will delete all of them, just to make space for that. So trees. I forgot about the chat there. So that's the trees, and I will select this, delete, and also this one delete. So I have some space here that I can just remove all of them, all the grass, flowers, all of them. Really tedious selecting everything every single time. So this one, the other one, and then what we need to do is erase density, shift key. Let's create something bigger. And I can say that this delete is not working very well. As you see, just even keeping this one is not really deleting anything. So the only thing that we need to do is just selecting, and for that it's just kind of this, and now it's just deleting. If I'm just of course deleting, then so that's deleting. I will just delete everything here and recreate something nicer. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is just the terrain need to be plain or almost plain. So sculpting, flat. This is flatten. I don't know about the distance. So I don't remember how to take the one that I have. So this is flatten, big value. Okay. Should be something like that. Something bigger. Thing is, if you put a value there, you see exactly the grid for that. So for example here, pick and take this one. Okay, this is almost 0. Okay, so I will just try to do at 0, and then you can see this grid here. Look at this, you see the grid here, which is useful, I see. Okay, so this is everything is 0 already, or should be. Okay. Next thing, we need to put some building, and I don't have much space, so what I'm doing is maybe putting the smaller one that I have, smaller house, which is this. Let me see how big it is. Well, not so big. Let's try this, because this is nicer, but maybe it's too much. Well, I could just remove this small part here also, but then in that case it's big. I like this one, so I will just delete more space here. Delete more. This one, select, and selecting here. Okay, I want to select also these 3. Which one is okay? Delete, and again we take this from 0, so this is just flat in this area here, as you see also the grid. Okay, so we will have this space already, and we can just do smooth later here. Smooth a bit for the path there. Okay, we have ready, and the house that I want to use is this one. But why is, if I just flatten the terrain, should be exactly the same, and it is not. So well, the problem is tool strength 1. Okay, okay, I see that this is going, now it's going well. And for that, okay, so I see from inside the terrain going to 0. That's fine. Oops. For some reason it's just recalculating nothing, because I'm not painting, but it's recalculating the texture here, and that is just going really slow, calculating the shaders here. I think the house is just being not at 0, because the proxy was just maybe fighting with this one at the moment, and that's why we need to create, as you see here, 0. And the theme for the houses need to be inside. Almost impossible to work like that. Okay. The thing is, the house is not at 0. So okay, here, 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 and this is 3. If we have 0, I was expecting to see the floor. Let me check again. I will delete and add again. Okay, now it's fine. Yeah, the proxy was not being adjusted properly. So what I'm doing is creating also, I need some space for farming, so maybe I will do like that. I have also a door here, so I will just put something at the side. And here what we can do is creating small farm. and the one that I need to create is home garden. Blueprint interactive, no, sorry, environment, and I have here home garden, if I can find. Okay. 64 enable. So we can create something bigger, much bigger. Okay. I see that terrain is not completely plain here. That's fine. Let's degrees for this. This is 5, and this is 5 also. So they are aligned all together. I need to fix this terrain. Platinum tool. Okay. That's fine. Another thing that I want to do, of course, is oops. Why not? Yes. It's just closing this one with a fence. For that, what I have is already fence square. So I just put here. Num instance will be 6, for example, and 4. Which is too much, of course. So let's say 3. This is also about the fence that we are using. If I'm trying to use, for example, this fence small, it's also anyway. So this is 2 of them here. Oops, no. This is 4. This is 2. Okay, so we have this one. This is just instance messes, so there are only one single instance. So we have only one single draw call for all of them. It's just being instance message. We are even checking about the load. You have hierarchical loads, so you can see that they are even working with loads being only one single draw call, but you have even different loads on it. So that's good. Maybe what we need to do is just painting. In that case it's big, so I think we should paint the terrain. Paint here, 64, oh, maybe a bit bigger. Yeah, something like that. Oops. So we can try to do something like this, and also a few dirt. And because we complete this one with the grass. Mod here also. And it around. When you see this baking landscape texture is just stopping, it's not working for me, so I need to wait until it finishes or at least something, otherwise my mouse is not moving. And we should probably use this mod wet some parts. It's just close to the river, so I'm expecting to be a bit wet. Okay. I forgot about this area. We will complete this one with props probably, so that's not a big problem. Then we need to clean up those grass also, and then wet here for this area. And we need to smooth everything because it's a bit strange. Oops. And this is too small. Thank you, Simon, for the follow. If you have any question, just let me know. If you are new in the project, the first time that you are coming, just if you have any question, want to know more about this, just check all the links that you have there for the website and YouTube channel, Twitter, and everything like that. But if you have any question or want to see something, just let me know about development, about the game, or modeling, anything that you want. So let's smooth all around. Oops. Okay. Again, and again, and again. Okay, next thing, we need to delete this grass and also create new ones. So select here, delete, and I will be painting now. So first thing I'm doing is only grass. I need to be in this level. This grass it is, no flowers at the moment. So painting, that's color level, that's smaller. I will add the flowers later. So the first thing that I do is just completing a bit with the grass, even using the brush, but I'm almost doing like single instant, just in the place that I'm painting. Of course, this one need to be deleted. This one and this one. This is not the right place for that. And then painting again. Okay. As I said a few times, I'm planning to do completely different vegetation here on the river. So I'm not just completing to the river, because I'm planning to have a completely different grass, something nicer. So that's fine. Oops, this is too much. Also, this one is too much. Something strange. Okay, let's complete with flowers. For example, here I have these blue ones, so I will continue with this, adding a few more. Maybe I will use this single instant. No, I will use the big one. Hello? Is it painting? Not at all. I will reduce the density. Okay. It's really not painting a lot. Let's change again the density to something bigger. Okay, that seems better. Just to have some areas with the same flower. What I'm doing is adding a few of them, but somebody is, for example, this one, I think. No, this one. That's the one that I want. So I will just put a few of them. Maybe a single instance will be easier. That's all. And then we will move to another area where we can put more of them. Okay. That's enough, I think. Hola, argentino. También eres vale, psiquiatra, ¿no? Como todos los argentinos. Estoy haciendo esta parte que, ¿te acuerdas? Ayer la teníamos aquí a media, no estaba terminada. Estoy trabajando un poco en ello. Al final del camino. Aquí estoy completando. Tenemos hoy visitantes rusos también en el chat, así que puede que tenga suerte. Todos los argentinos, ¿no? Hablan mucho. Hello, Smelior. Sorry about the name. Not sure where you are. Thank you. It looks good. Trying to do my best, of course. I'm not sure about Skyrim. I didn't play much, but this is not online game. This is single player. This is not MMO, so this is not multiplayer. It's single player, history driven. You can check out the links. You can check, for example, the website. You have more information about a few pictures also, and a few description about the game. But if you have any question, of course, just come and ask me. That's the reason that I'm here doing the streamings, so you can just ask any question that you have at the same time. And let me see. Oops, what is... this is the one that... Okay. So no, because I'm doing alone, so this is not a big team and working for 3 years, having millions of budget. So you have the command. It is exclamation mark links. Let me do for you. You just do like that, and you have all the links. In case I want to see, for example, Discord, you do only Discord, or you want, I don't know, I think website or web. I'm not sure about this. Or for example, Twitter, you do like that, and then you do the, you know, all the links that you have. Because about just checking for that. But Smelier, if you have any question, you can ask, of course. Just sorry if you are looking for a game like Skyrim, but this is not. But it's fine. This is a kind of different game, but there are people coming here, for example, for they're interested in PvP. which is perfectly fine, but also this game is not for that. So it's just a fun game. Oh, it looks not really nice from this side, being honest, so maybe we need to add something. Maybe 3 here. Oops. Single instant level. It is maybe first. It is not nice, so I will remove. Hello, can you select this? 3? No. Okay. Hello. Can you select this? No. That's strange. Yeah, this is one of the options, just turning a bit the house to have something nicer. I was just trying to do with a tree, but seems to me that it's not possible to select this one, which is clearly not fair. And using this one is also not selecting, even not single instant, also not selecting. I don't know how to select this one and remove, because it's not being selected. Okay, now it is. Okay, so the first thing that I was just trying is just put a tree, so single instance, and I was just trying something smaller like this. This is kind of simulator, which is yeah, being a realistic game, so not that you don't have this magic or spells or things like that, so you don't have this, and you don't have also orcs or any other creatures, so it's just only people here. But this is also not survival. I mean, you don't need to be stressful about finding food or things like that, but you have sleeping, you have also thirst, hungry, so you need to keep this index fine, working with this level. But this is not kind of survival that you need to be doing like that. You can also gather resources, but you don't need to be gathering 100% of the time the whole day doing that, so yeah, this is not all, no, it's not like kind of survival. You have few things like that, of course, because RPG you have few things that you need to keep working, but no, it's not survival at all. In fact, I think you cannot die. This is on the game that everything that I'm doing is not that you are dying. I didn't do anything yet that you can die. The thing is that, for example, if you are not doing well, sí, me llamo Oscar. If you are, for example, not doing well about religion or hungry or things like that, you have kind of penalty. Like, for example, you cannot run, you cannot work on farms. For example, if you are too tired, you are just sleeping on the place that you are. In that case, you are losing a few things that you have in the inventory. So there are a few things as penalties. You are not, let's say, going well on the game, So yeah, exactly, that's my name, OMG. This is, sí, mi nombre Oscar Martín García es OMG, that's my name. So in case that you are not doing well during the game, or you are not taking care about being hungry, you have kind of penalties like that. You are losing things, you are sleeping, losing from your inventory, you cannot do a few things, you are not progressing, or maybe losing things. So you have penalty for many things, but this is not kind of survival, so you don't really need to be worry about this, and you are not dying at all. Nobody is trying to kill you. The thing is, you need to progress on the story, and you need to do a few things, like for example gathering resources, and then with this money you go to the market and you can buy new tools that improve your skills, for example on farming, on things like that. But you are not dying. No, nobody's just trying to kill you, and you don't need to kill anyone. You need to talk with them, dialogues, and trying to find a way to improve your things, or finding, I don't know, tools, people helping you, things like that, but it's not like killing everyone or And in fact, I don't think that you will have side missions. I mean, you have few, for example, if you need to buy a tool, you need to gather resources, and in that case you have a few options, like you can go to the forest, you can just work, and you know, things like that. So you have few options, and they are not like side mission or secondary missions. It's just you need to buy a tool, and for that you need money. And how to obtain money, you can be working on farms, for example. You can just sell those products on the market and then having money. You can sell a few things. You can go to the forest and gather resources like wood or stones, and you can sell them and so on. So there's not like side missions, and you have a few options to do for the same thing. So it's just being up to you which one you like more. For example, in the future I'm planning to do also fishing for food. You can for example craft your bread, so you have also crafting, things like that. So it's not survival, but well, you have a lot of things from any other games, you know. Yeah, I was thinking about horses, and this is one of the things where I was just planning to do, for example, traveling from one point to another one. And horses could be fine, but being alone, I need to model a horse with this organic modeling. I need to rig them, and I need to animate them, you know, and take all the textures and then the animation to just mounting and dismounting, which is really huge tasks for one single person. So at the moment I'm not planning to have any horse, or for example having like carts that they are moving, things like that. So more or less at the moment, maybe in the future I have more resource or I have some money that I can buy a few things, but at the moment I'm not planning to do any other things like that. For example, horse, definitely I would like to have like pigs, pigeons, chickens, many other things like that. But this is the same problem, like modeling animals is not so easy, and then finding all the texture and then the rig and then all the animations, you know, like running, lying, idle. So it's like a huge task for people just taking a month to do things like that. If I'm also adding over the world game, it will take 100 years. So at the moment, no, trying to be as much as simple as possible, you know. That's the, well, kind of the problem that I have. So let's try to rotate a bit the house, but in that case we need to rotate everything. I mean, we can just try to rotate this and this and this one. Try to do like that, no? Even just moving, of course, but and then just moving this way. But I think it's not enough space. What I'm doing in English is because most of the people is coming from USA and also foreign people, so not everyone is understanding Spanish, for example, or even Russian. So if someone is asking me, for example, they don't understand English and it's Russian, it's fine. Or if they say, could you just explain this small part in Spanish, fine, I'm doing, you know. But otherwise I'm just doing English all the time, also because I'm uploading later the videos on YouTube, and of course not only people from Spain is coming to my YouTube channel. So that's why I keep on in English everything, you know. But this is not a problem speaking any other language. In fact, it could be the worst for me, so I prefer using Spanish or Russian instead of English. But I think English is the most popular, and most people are just at least understanding English. So yeah, that's why I'm using English on my streamings, and also for example for the website, Twitter, or chat on Discord and anything like that. So yeah, using English is more easier for people. Just having my website in different languages is too much work, and having only, for example, Spanish, there are a lot of people that are being out. So that's why I prefer English. I think it's not improving rotating like that. Yeah. So what about rotating, and this one will be in front? I can just repaint the terrain again if needed. Well, the most I think the easiest way could be this one. I mean, oops, because it's just being aligned to the. Oops, no. Let's try to put where it was. Being aligned to the path, which is the right way to go there. That's fine. Not being also on the river side. But the thing is, this is not being so nice if you are just checking from, for example, from this part of the rain here that's coming from this bridge. You see that it's not so nice. So we just planning to have here, or to put, I don't know, maybe a tree or something nicer. For that part it's fine. I mean, you are just walking on this way because it's planning to be this path is just going here but continue on this way. So being here more or less is fine. Also, I'm missing a few trees here. I think that the only thing is just missing trees. And if we are going on this side, if you are coming from this path, should be also fine. So it looks fine all the time from the path, let's say. I click already play, but this is going really slow again. I don't want to start the editor because it will take long, and yeah, I'm planning to be maybe like 15-20 minutes more on it. But you see, this from this side is fine. You see, it looks nice. If you go on this way, it's also fine. Here maybe not much, because of course you need to have something nicer. But also like that is already fine. Of course you need to put a few props around to make something nicer. Yeah, and even I need to move a bit to the right. Take this, take this, take this. Oops. So I will try to put a few trees to see if it helps or not. The first one will be here because it's the main part that you see that is not nice. So this is the first one. This is stream, single instant on this level. As you see, my hard drive, my RAM, 100% everything. So it's almost impossible to do anything with the computer. It's really laggy. I hope the streaming is going well. Because sometimes my computer is being slow, really slow. Maybe it's just delaying also on the streaming. So this is the first one that I'm just planning to do, and what I'm doing is just maybe reducing the select again. Okay. Yeah, maybe reduce a bit about the size. I mean, it's too big, and oops. So it's kind of covering more on the, in front. Being here, if it's too big, the only thing that you see is just the the trunk here. So if being smaller, maybe you can have something like that. That is maybe helping. Something small could be helping. Even we can try put really one small on the side. I would like to have also buses that don't have jet, but anyway. And this one will be really small. Oops, opposite way. Okay, this is laggy already, so it is. When I'm trying to move, it's just laggy and not moving. Okay. Okay. That's something like that. Something really small, but it's even covering more, which is maybe too much. Not sure. Well, we can work later on it also to create something nicer. We can delete later, add a new one. I would like to have bushes here and not really trees, but at the moment I don't have that. The only thing that I have is just grass or trees. So there's something that I'm missing that I should be creating to put here, and also on the paths, for example, and a few things like that. Previous Jack Day. Подожди, я считаю. Вот. Дереве я сделал на 3id. Это бесплатная программа, которая возможно скачать уже давно. И, конечно, уже более-менее плохие, потому что очень слишком старый и не очень хороший. Но более-менее так работает, так и сделал. После этого есть несколько проблем. Мне надо на Blender. На Blender уже очистить, что это у тебя несколько проблем, что нормаль и дупликировать что-нибудь. Но вот, все фиксировать, все хорошо сделать, идем дальше, идешь на Unreal Engine. И после этого я тоже сделал что специально сейвер для, например, для все это листики, которые работают на, например, это ветер, который так возможно смотреть, что и работает. Если я делаю дисплей, подожди, потому что у меня Real Time у меня нет, и что будет слишком медленно. Но просто если видишь сейчас, вот такой-то на ветер работает. Видно? Например, здесь ты можешь увидеть, что все так работает на ветер, все дерево так работает. Вот поэтому да, много работы сделал. Я все равно бы хотел сделать на это на SP3 и вот. Поэтому пока не очень потратил время на этом, потому что потом буду все это удалить и поменять. Поэтому прямо сейчас так есть, более-менее все работает и все. Так, ну, не очень хороший. Тоже проблема, что это очень медленно работает. Ну, проблема так есть. Поэтому, да. Вот, поэтому пока есть и идем дальше. Потому что есть несколько, который это персонаж, который не готов, не будет с вами последний. Но просто так и делаю прямо сейчас, что и могу дальше и не просто остановить. Все равно, что будет. Упс. Да, еще есть. Упс. Удалить. Вот, поэтому да, не очень красиво, я знаю, вообще не красиво, мне не нравится вообще. Но не могу, конечно, все удалить, потому что без дерева невозможно это на этом пока. Ну, так есть. Так есть, но плохо. Плохие. Тоже это, тоже все тексты, это фотографии тоже плохие. Ну как? Никак. Вот. Я знаю, что я хотел. Вот. I will just try to continue here adding, for example, in that case, something from mesh, from environment, for example, fences that I have, this one I have here. Oops, needs to be here. Я точно не помню, у меня это ссылка, я не помню, у меня нет, не знаю, тебе надо, может быть, искать по интернету. Но бесплатно есть, возможно, легко найти, тебе не надо это крак, ничего не трудно, ничего. Просто если бесплатно по интернету, просто я не помню какой-то линк, правильно. Ну, смотри, я не помню, когда я скачал. Lake, ¿no querías escuchar ruso? Ayer te quedaste con las ganas porque no vino nadie. We can just try to add all the props that usually happen here, like wooden parts or just boxes and things like that. That's supposed to be on, I don't know, this is not the forest, but I mean it's not being the middle of the town, so it's supposed to be a lot of props around. For example, here you have this. Where do I have this? I cannot find them. Okay, props. Props. A вот так, я тобі сказав, що так легко, просто не помню, ну легко. Там бесплатно и не проблема никакая. Just trying to add a few of them that are quite typical. Some decoration. Of course, we need to put also inside a furniture. Sculpt, smooth, flatten. This one a bit. Oops. Чему так? Если я так сделал. Нет. Esto 0. Ага. Smooth. That's the problem. When I'm doing this smooth, it just move into. Okay. Okay. I think we will need to do this smooth, not so close. Otherwise, we just breaking everything. This. Okay, what I want to do is just put here this one, and this is long one, so that's why I was just trying to do easier the terrain. But seems to me that it's not, so I will just put it here. Otherwise, it's just messing. And almost the same for all of them. So here you have this. And I will create this one smaller, and I will just put a few of them, this and this one also, and duplicate this and just lie down 90. Okay, and same here. So creating a few of them, rotate, and then duplicate, also create something smaller, duplicate again, rotate to, which one? This one, I think. Oops, 90, okay. And I want to put here a bench. Oh, good idea. I will put here a bench which is interactive. So this is it here, and we just replace with bench 8. Okay, I need to rotate, and then I'm saying that this is the only side that you can walk, use, and not opposite one here. So here I have already like a proxy that is not giving you the action from the right cast working from this side, and the only side that you can use is this one. That's fine. I will put also here for sitting. So I will just reorienting here, and we can change which model we want. So oops, no. Yeah, something like that. And we can add a few props. For example, this one, which is big, I will try to do something smaller. Okay, if we change the time of the day, we can see, because it's just we have the shadow the opposite way. So 16 or 15. We can see this one is illuminated, but not this part. Let's see how it lies during the day. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, what I want to do also is adding here decals. So let me find one decal that I have already. Decal actor. What's this? That's fine. So I want to duplicate this. Control W. What we need to do is just move this one. Let me see if I can just move from top. So the first thing is F, and what I want to do is move this one to, where is my house, to this area, and now F again. If I'm going to perspective, F, and I have ready here. Perfect. I want to have just some dirt here, and now I need to find something nice. That's fine. Instead of having too much detail on the terrain, I just use the decals, and that's helping with that. What's supposed to be here, what needs to be is I don't know what should be here. Well, one of the things that this guy needs is just a card. So let's try, what is the size of this one? I need this. Where do I have the last one? Because I would like to put here the one that I was just creating, the last one, but maybe it's too big, so I don't know where I have them. So can I just search on, no here, interactive card, or no, this is not the one that I want. I want this, and then find on, oops, was here. Perfect. Stupid guy. I think it's too big. Well, because this one is definitely much smaller, and I'm thinking about this. It's maybe too big to be in this small area. Maybe. Yeah, it's just not giving you option to walk on this area, so yeah, delete this. I will just keep this one at the moment, and here we can put just some rubbish. So for that, just crops. And this one will change the color just for the variation. Put one for. Oops. Okay, finally. Well, I'm not the best doing level design, but just try to put a few things, but always giving the option to walk around. So for example, here we need to check if this is blocking the player, and I hope this is not. Okay. And also here it's walking, and you see here, for example, you can sit in this small place. You can also sit here. And this is the path that is starting here. Como en casa en ningún sitio, ¿eh? Es que, claro, tú cuando estás en el trabajo ves el streaming en el móvil, no, creo. No estoy seguro. Bueno, pues como no nos ha hecho caso, yo voy a hacer un follow. Y Robert también lo ha dicho, un follow. Así aprenderás. ¿Y qué tal se ve desde aquí? Ups. Ya es tarde, ¿eh? Era broma, hombre. No nos vamos a borrar. Para uno que trabaja en este país. Jesus! The new follower. What's the name of this? Ask the moon. Ask the moon. Thank you. Hold on. Keep your horse. You will have a zombie welcoming you. Planning to put new trees here. I think we are missing in this area new things. Oh, for new people here, I was just expanding the map. At the moment, it's not possible to go here. So this area, so still the map is only this small square. But I'm planning to increase at the moment. Just working here, and all those areas. What I need to do is the manor house that I need here, some farms, communal farms here, and maybe a small kind of forest on this area. So yeah, I need to increase this one, and also I'm missing the blacksmith. Claro, lo primero es el trabajo. Yeah, exactly. It was so low. I don't know why. It was so low. I was just here, just doing something quiet here with the grass and the fire huts. What is happening? What a follow here. I don't know, that's the same sound for all of them. I don't know, this time maybe I was just quiet here thinking about my things. Yes, well, yes and no. The long answer is I have all the system for quests, missions, and you can just make them and so on. But at the moment I didn't work on the missions yet, but I did a demo, like a technical demo, just for to test how it goes. And I create one mission with 3 small sub missions just for testing. So it was working and that's working. But the thing is, I don't have the real quest or mission at the moment. But let me show if I can just show you, because I have already, for example, the user interface and sounds and so like that. So let me just, because if I'm just doing play here right now, so I do play, I have most of the thing like the editor. So in that case, for example, you see here just starting for the testing, I have plenty of things on my inventory just for testing. For I have things, tools, and many other things, and don't have any mission because this is just for the editor. But I can just change one flag, and I will just playing like game without anything in my hands, just for to see how it works, you know. But this is something that I don't have by default. Otherwise, I don't have anything. I need to collect many other things just for testing, you know. So that's why. Чего ты сказал, что у меня много? А вот так, вот так, да, есть. Это канал на YouTube. У тебя есть 100 видео уже, несколько 300 часов, может быть, все, что ты хочешь все смотреть, конечно, уже год. Там есть много миллион видео. Ну, может быть, это интересно. Лучше, что на стриме можно спросить, что хочешь. Но хочешь смотреть. Или, например, ты занятый, и, может быть, не пил на стрим, и можно так и ночью все смотришь, то как пил, и не потеряешь. Это прогресс. At the moment, let's check this one game manager. I think this is game manager. It's just I have one flag that I can just change, and then I will just play like real one without anything, which is just well, not very convenient if you are just testing. It is opening. Okay, so my flag is here, I think. Okay, so you see like run as editor, and then I will be playing like a real one. I will have the mission they have. Tripalowski is almost done. So just playing right now should be just giving me empty inventory and many other things, I hope. And then you have a new mission and you can see the mission button. Okay, that's a disclaimer, and then it's starting. Okay, so starting like that will be, you see, for example, here you have already a mission there. Where's my computer? What's happening? Okay, yeah, it's really lucky. Уважение. Robert. Уважение. So you check here. Well, I have a lot of things. That doesn't matter. So you have here the list of missions already. So I mean, just missions are working, but they're just stupid. So you have here mission. This is the second mission, the third mission. When you are just completing the first one, they are just deleting this one, and this small icon is being here, another one here. And you have also sounds as you see when you are starting the mission or you are completing the mission. You have few sounds and then changing. So everything about them, the missions are already working. But I don't have real missions for the game at the moment. So the only thing that I have are like a stupid demo mission to try a few mechanics. But yeah, so the missions are, let's say the mission system is working. Everything is working with all the dialogues that you have, notifications and things like that, sound. That is working, but yeah, I don't have the any quest at the moment for that. You know? So I want to add few trees here, just to cover this area from this bridge. And just coming from this area, you see that this part is almost empty. Well, also here we are missing trees. I don't know. Doesn't matter. When I just opening this one should be a bit bigger. And maybe from this area. Let me just try to hide this. So boundaries, barricade, and then just hiding from in game. I will just remove this one also. Okay, I need this and this also. So I'm just playing in game to hitting in game. Okay. So let's say when I'm just increasing the size of the map, how it looks. Yeah, I think we are missing a few trees here just to cover this area. Probably I have the proxy, exactly, I have the proxy so I cannot just move there, but I'm just checking how it looks from the hill in the future. So you have also here three. Um, no me sé las contraseñas y no las puedo saber, lo que puedo hacer es borrártelo, ¿vale? Si esperas un minuto porque voy a terminar el streaming ya, te hago un reset ahora mismo. Okay, so I need to finish already streaming because I've been for 2 hours as usual, so I don't want to do so longer videos, and it's also time for leaving. So tomorrow probably I will continue with this one. I mean, if there are some people that are just checking about this area and they would like to see, of course, all the changes here, so I'm not continuing this one out of the camera, but I will work in any other place or just fixing, for example, I don't know, triangles, lots, things like that, and not being here. So I will keep this one as it is, and you will see tomorrow if you are coming for the streaming. I will continue working on this area, putting all the things with this level design that I'm doing, and maybe adding a few gameplay here, maybe someone one NPC here, for example, let's say, that's working, and you can continue seeing this one. For new people or just coming in the last time, just don't forget to check all the links that I have. Twitter, Discord. You want to support the channel, you have Patreon. You can also donate on PayPal, and you have on YouTube channel all the streaming that I'm doing. If some of the streaming are not already on YouTube, you can check on Twitch, that I'm also leaving there all the streaming being there. Costerdas, thank you for the follow. Welcome. You are just coming on the last minute of the streaming. Anyway, thank you, and you can come tomorrow again and continue watching this one. I will just you have your zombie, of course. Zombies. So it's the same, just check all the links and you can have all the streaming in the past, all the links you want to contact me. And I will be streaming tomorrow almost at the same time, like 2 hours before the right time. So this is something like 12 for Spanish people, I don't know about USA, and on Russian, depending on which place you are, you can just do the math for that. So thank you everyone for coming. Hope you enjoyed, like it, and hope to see you all of you tomorrow at the same time on the streaming. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.